Hey folks, Aaron here, Wisconsin Family Podcast. Couple of quick Green Bay Packer thoughts for you here on a Tuesday. One that I want to read off of X. And by the way, if you don't follow me on X, make sure you do that at Wisconsin_fam. By the way, just hit 30,000 followers on Sunday, actually, on our X account. So that was exciting. Before I get to that, and it's about Rashan Gary, one of my favorite topics. 1 second. I'm curious to know what the Packer offense is going to look like on Sunday in Chicago. It sounds like Christian Watson will be available, so that's good. If he's playing in a limited capacity or in any kind of a snap count, I'm really curious to see what it looks like. Now, somebody had sent me a comment, and I thought it was a very astute observation. They said that after Watson got hurt, it looked like the Packers went back to the offense that they were running against the Panthers and against the Browns, which obviously neither one of those games ended well, and that was a great observation. Or as I called it, it looked like they went back to the offense where the Eagles were able to call out the play before it was even happening. And, it shouldn't get that bad from wide receiver one going out. Now, don't misunderstand. I know it's not going to be as explosive. I know they're going to be more limited. But the dramatic drop-off that offense had shouldn't be happening from one receiver being out, especially when, by all accounts, you're supposed to have this embarrassment of riches at receiver. It shouldn't look like QB1 just went down when it's wide receiver one. Again, you can expect a drop-off, but it shouldn't have been that bad. So we'll see how that looks. Now, the Rashan Gary thing I wanted to name here. Now, I don't know if you follow Ken Ingalls on X. If you don't, you should. He analyzes Packers' salary cap, and he does a great job with that. But he threw out a stat yesterday. And I'm just going to read his post. Rashan Gary has 0 sacks and 0 tackles for loss in the last 7 games. The longest streak since his rookie season, which is 9 games, when he was a rotational backup behind the Smith brothers. And that's with defenses focusing attention on Micah Parsons. Now he's the primary threat. Here's the deal with Rashan Gary. It's ridiculous. I think there's a couple of Rashan Gary burner accounts out there who just come out and are defending him no matter. I had somebody tell me today, because I made the comment, like, they're paying him big money to get to the quarterback. And somebody comments, they are paying him big money to stop the run. It's not true. Simply not true. They paid him to get to the quarterback. And by the way, they paid him that money to get to the quarterback. And that was the expectation for him before Parsons was signed. So how much more should he be doing now that Parsons had been available all season? And he hasn't done anything for 2 months. Now, where was I going with that? Gary. Oh, yes. As Ken on X put, he's now the primary threat, Gary. Here's the thing. If Gary suddenly steps up now and starts performing at a high level without Micah Parsons, are we going to look back and say, it's kind of seems like it was an effort issue throughout the rest of the year then for Gary? Because with Micah Parsons commanding double teams constantly, sometimes triple teams, Gary wasn't able to get home on that. But all of a sudden, now that Parsons is gone, he's stepping up and he's playing really well. They need it. Wouldn't be the best look, also, by the way, for Gary. Just a thought, but no. Gary's not getting paid to stop the run, folks. That is not, that he might be doing an okay job at that. By the way, speaking of effort, I don't generally question guys' effort. I 100% question Rashan. I'm not questioning it. Rashan Gary's effort has not been good. Go back, watch him. Watch him in the Detroit game. I had my eyes on him almost the entire time because I had been criticizing him, and people were coming after me for doing that. Go back, watch that game. Watch him. Look at the effort he's put in. Now, I've heard multiple people over the last few weeks call him out for giving up on plays. Tom Brady did it. Was it Brady or was it Romo? I don't know. One of the guys. I'm not questioning his effort. I'm stating a fact. His effort has not been good. So we'll see what happens after that. Rashan Gary's got to be better. I think there are a lot of people who assume that he's not going to be around next year, but we shall see what happens. They do need him to step up. They need somebody to step up, and they maybe got some guys who can get after the quarterback. We'll see. Lucas Van Ness, Enigbari, and Brenton Cox. Let's see what he can do with the injuries that guys being out. But as Matt LaFleur said today, the injury list is pretty substantial. Oh, by the way, speaking of injuries, sounds like Marshawn Lloyd is out for the year. So those couple practices that he had really took a toll on him. So hamstring injury. Sounds like he's going to be done for the year. So on a positive note, Josh Jacobs is great. That's good. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.